everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Steelers going up against the Cardinals. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talked these last couple weeks about the build-up, the anticipation.
The rematch is now
just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
Of a Super Bowl 43 and 51. Steelers, Cardinals.
Without taking him over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
This game's gonna be epic, folks. 'Cause it's Super Bowl 51. The Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Steelers will kick it off to the Cardinals. There's Jordan Berry.
We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by a second-round pick back in 2007 out of Michigan State, quarterback Drew Stanton.
And when you think of Drew Stanton, you have to think of his spirit.
In 1 minute, and I will show you the injuries for both teams. The Steelers have Le'Veon Bell, which is injured still with a dislocated ankle. And then the Cardinals have Carson Palmer that has a torn bicep and will not play. That is why Drew Stanton is the quarterback for the Cardinals. Everything else is a go.
Go back to his days at Michigan State, and you'll find an incredible comeback on his resume as a college quarterback, leading his Spartans back from a big deficit against Northwestern, and he carried that over to the NFL. Always ready to go, and when he gets his opportunity, he's usually productive.
And he's got some space here.
Oh, crap.
Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 75 yards. And the Cardinals
David Johnson just burned the whole Steeler defense.
First play from scrimmage. How about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? But we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. He's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them out, a man who is certainly no stranger to this stage, starting his 4th Super Bowl at quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
And every quarterback wants to be perfect in the Super Bowl. But 2-1 as a starter in the Super Bowl is not bad at all. Won his first 2, lost his third in a tough one against Green Bay in Arlington, Texas. And he wants to break a little bit of that Texas schneid here in Houston, try and get his 3rd Super Bowl ring.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run with a fullback Nix. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Come on, Steelers.
On the ground, this is Williams.
Oh!
This down only to about the 46. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
I don't know what was up with that pass.
And here is the Cardinal defense.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run, and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, 28 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
Well, folks, we won't have no shutout tonight.
Because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out.
Here's the Cardinals line.
Play-action pass could very well be open.
And they're back.
In the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now Stanton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
Eight yards still remaining here on third down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got time. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And now it's fourth down. Now Drew Butler to punt for Arizona, the son of former Bears kicker Kevin Butler. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown.
Cardinals are punting.
It's taken to the 26.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That catch, the Cardinals aren't challenging.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tyvon Branch there to bring him down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
The Cardinals fans are chanting defense, hoping their defense will do something, but nope. First down for the Steelers.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught right around the 6. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it?
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ladarius Green.
The mean green, Ladarius Green. Touchdown.
He's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers. But those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hopefully no Lady Gaga at halftime in this.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Ooh.
So how do you do that? How do you
hammer one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go. They go to Johnson again. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Cardinals, since they burned the Steelers once on the run, keep trying it.
Stanton. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. 6 yards is the pick.
Stanton tossing the balls on the sideline so only his players could catch him.
Go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Off the play fake. He'll look the throw.
Ah, crap.
Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds.
First quarter's in the book, 7-7.
So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. 14-7 is the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
I guess the Super Bowl's sponsored by Gatorade. Get your Gators worth.
Well, it went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
You could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility? Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And that'll bring up
Stanton, keep throwing them out of bounds.
For the Cardinal field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is good.
He made a 50-fucking-yard field goal. What the fuck?
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over.
I can't even make a 40, and this dude's making 50s.
We focus our attention on the Cardinals defense now. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before...
Antonio Brown with that great catch, folks.
So I love the way you phrase it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Oh, he's got a little dangling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the counter, here's Williams.
Oh, crap.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 40.
Martavius Bryant with another great catch.
I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get
Ladarius Green with a great catch.
He got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
D'Angelo Williams with the first down.
Isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Richardson. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, I brought back bad memories.
Stephen Johnson to pick up there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And
1st down.
Get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we asked them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And caught in the end zone.
It's a touchdown. Marcus Wheaton.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
And it's official. It's a touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the Cardinals get about 2 minutes and 42 seconds till halftime to try to...
return that one. He was go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a
Whoa!
field goal.
That's a touchdown, folks. He burned them. What the fuck type of dance is that?
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving.
He caught that.
It's complete. They get 31 yards that time. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Antonio Brown with another great catch.
Wild first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
Ah, crap.
Met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Well, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Oh, crap.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Cardinals call a timeout.
So they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Stanton. It's Floyd on the right. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's
nope.
No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger finding time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Steelers tried a Hail Mary at the end of the half just to try and score more.
We send you now to Orlando in our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA halftime report.
And
let's take a look back at the first half. All you want at the Super Bowl is a highly competitive game, and that's what we have. Both teams have to feel like they're in good shape, and that should lead to a wild finish down the stretch. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half.
Cardinals touchdown. Then Ladarius Green touchdown.
We're brand new at 7. Late in the first quarter, Green's got the catch here on the quick pass, and this play will go for 6. The Steelers is up now by 7. Steelers take it at the 11. Richardson found on the quick pass, and he's going to go 11 yards for the score. Steelers push their lead to 11. First and 10, Stanton's going to complete the pass from the gun, and it ends up working for a touchdown. Cardinals cut the deficit to 4. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. The second half of Super Bowl 51 still to come as we rejoin Brandon and Charles in Houston.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now it's Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Roethlisberger gonna air it out.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Roethlisberger with a give. It's Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in balance?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he finds space. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. But the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, don't you? But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
They run with Williams out of the wide. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Long drive here, play 12 coming up for the offense. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Stanton, and incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now Stanton. He's going to walk one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A gain of 39. In that time. And the coach decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
We're going to Steelers are challenging the play.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag,
They made it.
a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. But there they went.
This drive goal thing's drunk. Can't get a safety.
You described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space. That play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They go back to the ground with Johnson.
Ah!
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
How about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this?
24 all, folks.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They juked him. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 51. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 11 yards for number 11. And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back. Right there together, and over the top, the receiver wins the battle.
The busy night continues for Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Bryant. Taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Williams. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going...
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Ladarius Green.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field.
31-24 all for the Steelers.
To preserve that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense.
Sack!
He goes down. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Cardinals got a big decision here. Do they go for it on 4th, or do they punt it away and hope their defense?
Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield. They had a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Oh.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after it, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now Ben on third and long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now it's Peterson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
You have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Stanton to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands,
he didn't get the first.
Comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay inbounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Arizona Cardinals holding.
And that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's second down. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Back to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. And able to find John Brown. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They got exactly what they wanted there.
Fuck.
stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the...
Oh, yes!
It's intercepted.
Shazier!
Breathing room. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Shazier with the interception!
Everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from there on.
And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the I. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now Ben going to give it to Williams. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And that will extend their lead even further. So
Suck it, Bird Gang!
Crazy here in the closing stages. That field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this looks to probably be the final play. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City.
Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl.
For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this
Their
game
MVP of the NFL, Le'Veon Bell.
When all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year.
Ben Roethlisberger is your Super Bowl MVP, Big Ben.
For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
And Ben hoist the Lombardi Trophy. And that's the Super Bowl, folks.